Roll the clip.
I'm Kiara Henderson, the trucking guru, multi-millionaire, 20 millionaires made, number one course in the world for dispatching.
I found a fake guru telling you that she's made $100 million, but what she hasn't told you is she can't afford rent.
One of the reasons why I'm in the trucking guru space, I teach my people, number one, don't be greedy.
I want to apologize to anybody that has been a victim of the trucking guru scandal. And a lot of the things that the trucking guru has put out there is very unverifiable.
When it comes to the 140 trucks that you had claimed that you own.
I own over 140. Get it right.
I'm the only person in trucking that made millions. Bitch, don't ever play on my top.
So I took her course
The help
within a day. And then I, tried to get what I needed, seeing it was some bullshit. And she did. Like, I've seen the same template on other YouTube videos, 3, 4, 5 other people's YouTube videos. It's the same template. It's all free information. It's all already out there. She's not doing anything that's not already been done a million times for free.
Where's the scam?
Imagine cruising down the highway of success with 140 trucks in your convoy, hauling in millions of dollars every week. That's one story this trucking guru wants you to believe. But what if I told you that this highway is lined with unpaid rent bills and a lot of unanswered questions? Spencer Correa dropped a bombshell video exposing the gaps in the trucker guru's story, and the real truckers out here calling her out on her lies.
These niggas is mad. You mad because you're not doing what the fuck I'm trying to tell you to. Instead of listening to the person who can actually show you bitches how to fucking truck, you always want to hate. And it is what it is.
I used to not show certain things on purpose because I never wanted people to be like, she don't got no, yeah, the fuck I do. Look. I was like, bitch, what? I got Maybachs, Wraiths, Manchester. Who y'all talking to?
But hold on to your hats because this ride is going to get a little bumpy. Here's the deal. She claims she got 140 trucks rolling out, making millions of dollars.
But somebody say you touching like 100 M's. Is this true?
That was 4 years ago.
But the streets are talking and claiming that she is struggling to pay the rent.
Those millions per week must not have been in 2017 when she was evicted from her apartment in Tarrant County, Texas. It must not have been in 2018 when she was evicted from her next apartment in Tarrant County, Texas. And it must not have been in 2019 when she was evicted from her next apartment in Tarrant County, Texas.
That's right.
Where is the receipt from your business? Where is the receipt from that money you make? Where is the receipt from you taking care of 4 households? Where's the receipt from you going to a dealership and buying a brand new Maybach?
For 2 years, the lesson that she learned was to not get caught. Red flag.
Is a person that is a black woman that is putting out there that she's a part of the trucking community. So I will apologize to anyone that has been a victim of this horrific and disgusting and the most despicable crime ever. And a lot of the things that the trucking guru has put out there is very unverifiable. And when I noticed that I could not verify anything she was saying, I pulled away from her because she was never going to step foot near my platform in front of y'all, in front of my people, in front of my followers, in front of my family, my loved ones, and ever feed them some bullshit.
Yo, what's going on, my good people? Welcome back to Roller Clip TV. I am your host, Roberto. Thank y'all for tuning into Roller Clip TV. Before I get started, let me shout out to Spencer Cornelia, I believe his name is, and Solidified Content for dropping this video about the trucking guru. This lady is claiming, y'all, she made $150 million in hustling trucks. What exactly she was doing, I'm a little unclear about. She was leasing trucks, having people buy trucks at half the price. She was selling an online course about starting a business. But as you can see, some of the peers, some of the women who are really in the trucking industry are now pulling away from her and calling her card. They want to now see receipts because now you're on social media bragging about your Bentley, bragging about your mansion, bragging about your diamonds. And so when you start flossing on social media, my people, y'all already know that the world's gonna come for you. Like my homeboy Omni Hellcat. My man had a scam going on, but if he would have just kept quiet, the New Jersey State Troopers wouldn't have went after his ass the way they did. But unfortunately, when you start bragging about making $150 million, people, when you start bragging about the kind of car you drive, and it's not really linked to any kind of legitimate business, there are at some point people are going to start digging into your past, and that's what Spencer did. Spencer started digging into her past and found out in the past several years, she's been evicted for almost every single apartment that she lived in. How you making $100 million and get evicted? Y'all tell me that. How the hell is she making $100 million and still getting evicted? And listen, maybe it's because I grew up in the hood. I don't know. I like looking at scams. But one of the key elements that always alerts me that it's a scam is the mofo talking. The individual talking. The individual has to always, in her case, she's sticking her middle finger up. She's cursing at the camera. Listen, somebody making $150 million. Listen, if I was making $150 million, my brothers and sisters, you are not going to see Roberto on social media, number one, with diamonds all over the face, and me cursing everybody out. That's going to raise a red flag to anybody. So this young lady is now being exposed, and even her peers, women who drive truck legitimately now are saying that her story is not quite adding up. Listen, I had a couple of friends throughout my lifetime that drove truck. None of them were making $150 million. So either this lady found a hustle. As a matter of fact, let me just say this. There was one clip I saw that she was actually in prison for 2 years. As y'all know, if you ever know anybody who has ever went to prison, I know someone who went to prison, my brother. My brother's been to prison. He went to prison for about 7 years. And so only one or two things are going to happen, my brothers and sisters. Either you're going to come out a reformed individual and live the straight and narrow, or you're going to come out a better criminal. In the case of my brother, he came out a better, well, not even a better criminal, y'all, because anyways, that's a different topic. Nevertheless, this young lady went to prison, and in one of her interviews, something came across where they asked her, what did you learn from being in prison? And she made a comment like, how to become better at what you're doing. She alluded to being a better criminal. So she came out of prison. She started her trucking hustle. She found a loophole, found a bunch of, I think what she did was she began to offer the services to men and women coming out of prison, and they began to get the money together to invest in her program and her system, so forth and so on. But nevertheless, it's a Ponzi scheme. Y'all remember back in the day, if you're old enough to remember this, maybe this is why I'm so, why I have an affiliation, or I pay attention to scams. But back in the day, y'all remember something called the pyramid or boards, where you had a board. There was always somebody at the top, and you needed 8 people at the bottom to bring in a certain amount of money, and they gave it to the 4 people in the middle, and the 4 people gave it to the 2 people, and then the collective people gave it to the person at the top, and it always rotated, but you always had to keep bringing people in. That was the scam going in the late 90s, early 2000s. So I was a part of that. I was hustling. I got scammed through that. So maybe that was my mind. Maybe that's what woke my mind to tell myself, dude, wake up. You ain't never going to get scammed again. See, I saw the money being exchanged, and I saw the person at the top of the pyramid getting paid off, y'all. I saw the person, there was, in one case, the person at the top, he walked away with $5,000. Now, I was broke as hell at the time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to find 2 people, I'm going to bring them in. And they're going to find 2 people, and they're going to bring them in. Well, for some reason, the board or the pyramid, the one I was on, my people wasn't hustlers. So I put in my $500, and I never got a dime back. So ever since that day, I said to myself, wake up, boy. We are not going to get scammed again. But people fall for scams every single day. Everything that glitters ain't gold, y'all. My people, everything that glitters is not gold. Listen, just because it looks like gold, it could be gold plated. better make sure you take a razor or scratch that joint to see what's underneath. And in this case, Spencer is starting to scratch, and we're beginning to see what's underneath. So, for those of you who have been victims of the trucking guru, I pray for you. I hope you get your money back. But we got to be mindful, because the internet is full of scams. We get text messages every day, emails every day. Listen, if it's too good to be true, my brothers and sisters, then it is too good. So let's not fall for the scam. I applaud the young lady for trying. I always applaud effort, y'all. I'm always going to applaud effort. But nevertheless, it's a hustle. It's a scam. And if you just watch her talk long enough, for those of you who have ever grown up in the hood, you can identify hustle when you need to identify hustle. And in this case, all I see is somebody hustling. And as the one young lady said, I don't see no receipts. I see some evictions. I see some lawsuits. And so when you see evictions and lawsuits and things that pertain to the court system, that means there's something going on behind the scenes. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you think about scam. Let me know what you think about this particular scam. Thank you for checking out Roll the Clip TV. I am your host, Roberto. Check you on the next one. Peace.